Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So in today's video we are going to be talking about watering, everything that you need to know about watering. Now remember, the first and the most important thing, or I would say the universal rule, is to wait for the soil to be completely bone dry in your pot. For almost most of the succulents, I would say you have to wait for the soil to be completely bone dry before you go ahead and water once again. And why is that so? You might have seen my videos, you might have learned a little bit about succulents, so you will be aware why we have to wait for the succulent soil to be completely bone dry. Now once the soil is completely bone dry, you can wait for probably a day or so, or even for 2 days after the soil has been completely bone dry. It's not necessary that as soon as your soil is dry you have to start watering it. You can even wait for 2 or 3 days depending upon your environment and climate, because once you're done with the watering, once the soil starts to dry, the succulent also tends to absorb some water in their leaves, and they tend to store water in their leaves. So it's not necessary that as soon as the soil is dry you're waiting with your watering can or your watering bottle. So now that let's say that our soil is completely bone dry, now you have two methods to water your succulents. One is the bottom watering, in which you fill a tray with a little bit of water, and then you take your succulent pot and you just keep it in the water tray. That's all about it. It's very simple. Now the only drawback of this method of watering, which is the bottom watering, the only drawback is that if you are from a very dry environment, the soil will tend to dry out much faster, because in this method the soil only gets moist wet but not soggy wet. How we tend to have a traditional watering where we tend to water our succulents from above, the soil tends to get soggy wet. But in this, because of the capillary action, the soil only gets moist wet and not soggy wet. So the tendency of this type of watering, it's safe because the water does not fall on the succulent leaves, but the soil tends to dry much faster, which is also a very good thing, because you have a very less chance of overwatering your succulent in this type of method of watering. But as I said, the water will dry up much faster compared to the regular watering that we do from above. So you have to be a little bit careful. During winters, I think this is the best option, because as I said, it takes a little bit longer for the soil to dry because of the cooler environment. So during winters you can go with this method, but during summers, if you are from a very dry environment, then avoid doing bottom watering during summers. But during winters it's absolutely fine. So this is one method of watering. Now this is going to take around let's say 10 to 15 minutes, so you can put in more of your pots. Now I'm not going to add in a lot of pots because as I said, it's winters, so a lot of my soil is still very wet. Only this one was kind of dry, so I added it in this. So all you can do is, you can, if you have a larger tray, you can add in like 5 to 6 pots, and it is going to save up a lot of your time. Now I usually have around 5 to 6 trays like this, but they are all occupied. This was just an example, so I'm showing you in one tray. Otherwise, when I tend to do bottom watering, I use around 4 to 5 trays like this, and all of those trays are filled with pots. So this was one method, and then we have our regular method, which is watering from above. Now for that you will have to have a bottle that has a very thin nozzle. Now I do not spend money on watering bottles or on watering cans, because that's absolutely unnecessary. Apart from paying that extra money, I do not want to do it. So the best way is I recycle old bottles that are available at my place. I tend to use that. Rather, I will use the money for buying either the aquarium sand or buying some new succulents, rather than spending that money on a watering can, which is absolutely not necessary. So now this is called as the top watering method, wherein you start watering from above. Always go very slow. You do not need to be in a rush that you tend to flush in all the water on the succulent, dropping all the water on the succulent leaves. All you have to do is just go in the circular motion and water. Now this is called as top watering, and you have to water until the water starts passing through the drain hole. Do not do an incomplete watering. Do not water and stop in between. If you do not see the water coming out from the drain hole, that will be an incomplete watering, and there could be chances wherein your succulent will stay dehydrated. So it's very important that you do a complete watering until the water starts passing through the drain hole. So again, my soil has been dry for a very long time, so it is going to take probably a couple of seconds for the water to come out from the drain hole. This also shows you that how well draining my soil is. You can see how immediately the water is getting absorbed into the soil. and very soon the water will start to come out from the drain hole. Probably I'll have to add a little bit more. So you can see how underwatered usually my succulents are. So I'm going to give it a little bit more watering. So this is a very simple method, but a lot of people are very worried about like dropping water on their succulent leaves. So use a bottle with a very thin nozzle, and the water is going to pass on to the soil without dropping any water on the succulent leaves. Now as you can see, the water has started to drain out. I'll just wait for the water to get soaked, because otherwise the water is going to spill over, and then I will lift up the pot. So yes, let me show it to you. So as you can see, the water has started to pass through the drain hole, which means that we are done with the complete watering. So guys, always follow this method. Do not mist the upper layer of soil. Do not mist on the succulent. Misting only on the upper, let's say that, because a lot of people say, but I tend to mist only on the upper layer of soil. That is not going to be enough. That is exactly like how the condensation happens. If you might have seen, that is how it's going to work out. In my last video I showed you about condensation. If you're going to mist the upper layer of soil, it is only going to be very little. Apart from that, it's going to take you a very long time to sit and mist the entire pot, and for that water to drain out from the drain hole, probably it's going to take you 1 to 2 hours. So why do that? Just water it like this. Once the water starts passing through the drain hole, you have to stop, which means that the succulent is completely hydrated, the soil is completely hydrated, and now we have to wait. Probably that might take 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, depending upon your environment and climate. And then if you want, you can do a check by putting in the stick. If you feel that the soil is completely dry, then you can go ahead and do another watering, depending upon your environment and climate. So it's pretty simple. All of the excess water has drained out. Bottom watering is still taking some time, but you will be able to see it's already started. This side of the soil, but you can see it's already started. This side of the soil is slightly darker in color, which means it's getting wet, and very soon all of the soil will get wet. So it's going to be in this for some time. So these are the two basic methods with which you can water without being afraid. As I said, this is the most I would say reliable method of watering, but again it depends upon your environment. If you are from a dry environment, this is something that is going to be a little bit of more challenging for you. So always go with the top watering if you are from a very dry environment. But now during winters, you can go with bottom watering. It is going to work out really well. Now I not only use bottom watering method for my adult pups, but I also use it. So I think the soil is already wet, so I'm going to take it out, and you can see the excess water is dripping out. So I also tend to use it for my leaf propagation. If you remember, I showed you this leaf propagation a couple of weeks back. I'll put the image on the screen if I can find it. So on your left hand side, you can see how it tends to look on the present day, and on your right hand side, this is how it looked when I had initially taken out the leaves. You can see all of the pups have started to appear. Only one of them is not produced anything, because you can see the reason why. The leaf is not cut properly. You can see it does not have a very clean cut, and that's the reason why it hasn't put out any pups. That's why I always advise you to have succulents with a proper clean cut, so that they can produce pups. Now I'm not very sure if it is going to produce pups or not, but I'm just going to still leave it in this. So I just picked it up, but I think there are no roots present on this, so I won't be watering it. I thought I'll do a bottom watering, but now when I'm just checking it out, there are no roots present on this, so I'm going to skip the watering until I tend to see any roots on them. So I have taken out another propagation that I had placed. So you can see these all have roots. They have already started to reach out into the soil. So what I do for this one as well, I just take it and I leave it in the pot like this, and the water will start to enter into the pot through the capillary action, and once the soil is completely wet, I just take it out and keep it aside. So as you can see, it's pretty simple to water without putting in a lot of efforts. And when this is being done, you can carry on with your other work. Probably you want to repot or take out some dry leaves or do some maintenance of succulents, you can do that. Meanwhile, this pot is going to get watered. So in this way, it becomes very easy to water your succulents. Now I think the soil was already slightly wet, so I'm going to take it out because there is going to be excess water otherwise, but I just wanted to give you an example. So this is how I tend to do the watering for my pups. So all the excess water will drain out and our soil is completely wet. So guys, that was all about watering your succulents. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep planting.